Go. Good morning, everyone. Janet Legere here, along with my partner Dawn. We are your hosts each week for our CLB Learning training calls, where we teach you the basics of list building and growing your income online. And we have an exciting call in store for you today. We're going to be talking a little bit about who Dawn and I are, where we came from, why you even want to listen to us and follow us. We do know a thing or two. We're going to talk about what CLB Learning is and exactly how it works and how it's designed to work. Do a little bit of team recognition. Big shout out to everybody who's promoting and marketing CLB. And then we're going to talk about the main part of the CLB program, which is the Conversion Pros. There's a little bit of confusion with some of our members about, using Conversion Pros. Do they need it? Do we need another autoresponder? Yada, yada. So we're going to talk about that today. And I'm also going to be talking about some solutions that I'm thinking about as we move forward. And Kevin has lost sound. Is everybody else still hearing me, hopefully? Yes? All right. Let me refresh. It could be just the wireless there, Kevin. Let me refresh though, just to make sure. Alrighty, so who the heck are Janet and Dawn Legere? Hey Carla, great to see you here today, or Corolla I should say, my apologies. Alright, glad that everyone can hear me fine. Yeah, it's probably the wireless where he is. I'm back, yay. Who the heck are Janet and Dawn Legere? Well, we're a pretty fun-loving couple. We've been around a little while. We met online, actually, back in 1998. And in 1999, we both found ourselves with the opportunity to be away from the corporate world, which was a blessing in disguise for us. We really, neither one of us were very happy in the corporate world. I don't know if any of you have ever worked in the corporate world, but if you have, then you know exactly what I mean. Some people love it. I didn't. I mean, I love parts of it, but, some of the stuff I didn't really love, the fact that I really don't like being in a situation where I don't have control. Anyway, back in 1999, we decided to venture into the internet and grow a business online. And I have to tell you, that's going on 21 years ago. And 21 years ago, things were just a little bit different. There weren't any plug-and-play systems. Nothing was automated. Everything was done manually. And there was a huge, huge learning curve. I'm happy to say things have changed over the years. But there's a few things that haven't changed. And that is, the main thing that hasn't changed is what we need to be using the internet for. If you want to make money online, if you want to grow your business and you want to make residual income that you're earning month after month, you need one thing. You need to use the internet to build your list. That's really what it's all about. The internet is filled with people. There are prospects everywhere. People always want to know, where do I get leads? Where do I connect with people? And I shake my head because there are so many people online and there are so many people looking for solutions. You just have to be out there. You have to get in front of them. And that's what we teach you here at CLB. CLB came out back in 2003 when one of the businesses that we were growing very successfully closed its doors. So we went from a very successful business one day to zero the next day. And that was when I realized that I had everything we needed to help others grow and to help us grow as well. And so I put together an ebook that taught people how to build their list, how to set up an autoresponder, how to set up a capture page, how to give away my book. So their ebook was branded with all of their affiliate links. There were affiliate programs in there for advertising and tracking so that you could advertise to get more leads. And it was, there was training in there on how to do all that. Sound familiar? Does it sound familiar to anyone? That was 2003, 17 years ago that I wrote that first ebook. Now, the only thing that has changed over the years are the tools and the resources that we use. And I've always said this for 17 years. I've been saying the same thing, like a broken record, right? At CLB, the nice thing is that you don't have to go out and search for tools and resources that are going to work for you. We have those for you. We do the research. We make sure that we're providing you with tools and resources that are going to bring you the results that you need. And that I pride myself on doing that here at CLB. We have really become a community of like-minded individuals working together to help each other build their business. It's very simple. There's nothing magical about CLB Learning. You know, somebody might ask what makes you different than all the other training programs out there, and the only thing in my mind that makes us different is me. I'm not in those other training programs. I'm over here. So that's kind of what makes us different here at CLB Learning, right? So what exactly is CLB Learning and how does it work? Very simply put, we're a training and mentoring program with very simple step-by-step instructions on how to build your list fast. So you're going to get my training on how to do what I do so that you can get the same results that I get. Who here thinks that sounds pretty cool? Well, we got two Kevins, Kevin M and Kevin M2. Ooh. One on wireless, one on his, oh, he's on his computer. Look at that. Clever. And there's Michael. You guys are all showing up. I love you guys. At CLB, we really do help you master the skills that you need to grow your business online. There's more to building your business than just building a list. Anyone can build a list. Would you guys agree? Anyone. Anyone that's mechanical. You know, plug in a few things, send some traffic, you can build your list. That alone may make you some income over time, but what really is going to make you income are the skills that you're going to learn as you build your list, as you learn to connect with people. And I got to tell you guys, it's that third step in CLB that is everything, and we'll get there in a minute. So let's talk exactly about how it works. Well, number one, you set up your capture page and your autoresponder and your landing page, and we have codes for you. That's all. This is going to be the most work that you're going to do. There's not really a learning curve there. You're just doing a little bit of editing. So it really doesn't take a whole lot of time. If you're an upgraded member, I'll even do it for you. So, I mean, that's pretty incredible. Once your funnel is set up, now you send traffic to your funnel. We make that very simple for you with our Traffic Least Income Viral Mailer Traffic Co-op, with Udemy Solo Ads, and with Viral Mailers. So we teach you how to use each of those resources to help you get traffic to your capture page. Does it work? I'm just going to ask those in our room. Does it work? What's the secret? Consistency. Having your funnel set up and consistently sending traffic to it is going to create results. What's going to create magic is you, when you put yourself into the whole system. So what happens when you send traffic to your website is that your visitor becomes a subscriber. They fill out their name, email address, likely their phone number, and now they are on your autoresponder list. You can follow up with them. You can send them a broadcast. You can send them a text broadcast. There's so many ways that you can follow up with them. But they're yours. I don't see them. No one else sees them. Those are your subscribers. You can follow up with them about anything you do. And there's a little hint there, guys. You know, when you're building your list, and I know you're building a list for CLB Learning, or you might building a list to give a product away. You know, there's different ways to build your list. Wherever you're building lists, wherever you have those subscribers, you need to remember that once they're in there, they're yours. Those are your leads. Those are your prospects. And your job is to convert them into something. So what do you want to do with those prospects? You want to share CLB, of course. You want to invite them to our webinars. You want to talk to them about the tools and resources we use in CLB. You also want to talk to them about your primary business. You want to talk to them about the tools and resources that you use, because I guarantee that most of you are using tools and resources in addition to the tools and resources that we teach you to use here at CLB. And they may not be in our downline builder, but you've got these tools and resources that are probably an affiliate program. Almost everything out there is. And so what you need to be doing is including that in your follow-up system. I hope that makes sense. We've done some specific training just on that. So the other thing that happens when a member becomes a subscriber, they're redirected to our landing page, also called a thank you page. On that page, there's either a video from me with a replay from one of our training webinars, or there's a video from you if you've been ambitious like Michael has been and like Kevin has been, and you're out there doing videos, you can record your own video on the landing page explaining briefly what CLB Learning is, and then inviting them to get their free membership by clicking the link below your video. Very simple. On that page, they also have access to all of your contact information. So they'll see your name. Hopefully you've got your picture on there, your phone number, your social marketing access. So everything is there for your contact to reach out to you. Now remember, they're in your autoresponder. Now, if they decide to become a member, and I do see at least 50% of subscribers that become a member of CLB. How about you guys? Are you seeing, you should be seeing very similar statistics. So for every 2 people who become a subscriber, 1 of them is going to become a member, sometimes more. That's where the magic really begins, because when they become a member of CLB Learning, I take over. Now, I'm encouraging them to take the training. When they log into the back office, they see the back office. They're directed step by step on the actions and activities to do in order to grow their list and get started. I'm just going to close my, there we go. So everything is there. I'm taking over. I'm working with them to grow CLB, to grow their list, to grow their business. I hope that makes sense. All right, so imagine what's going to happen when I do that. They're going to go in the back office. They're going to join our Telegram group and join our groups and everything. And then they're going to download the Quick Start Guide. They're going to go to the Downline Builder as we teach them to do. And they're going to join the programs in the Downline Builder under you. So when they do that, when they join those programs under you, now they're your member. When they upgrade in the Conversion Pros, you're going to earn a 50% commission. If they upgrade at any of the mailers or Udemy, if they join Udemy and buy a solo ad, you're going to earn a commission. And guys, if you join Udemy as a free affiliate, you join as an affiliate, whether you use Udemy or not, whether you're buying a solo ad or not, you can refer others to Udemy, and when they purchase a solo ad, you're going to earn a commission. And guess what? You can use those commissions to purchase your solo ads. Anybody here think that's pretty brilliant? The same thing happens with the Traffic Least Income Co-op. When you sponsor others, when they come into our system, we encourage them to join the Traffic Least Income Viral Mailer. If they upgrade in the mailer, if they take any of the amazing upgrades that Rob offers, you're going to earn a commission. Your commission will depend on what level you are in Traffic Least Income, but you're going to earn a commission. You can then use those commissions to pay for your traffic co-op. Is this making sense? Are you guys starting to see the bigger picture? I hope you are. Now, one of the things that really sets us apart from many of the other programs out there is that in our Downline Builder, we let you put whatever business you want. So there is a place there for you to put your primary business or whatever business you want to focus on. And so when someone becomes a member of CLB under you and they go in the Downline Builder, the first thing they're going to see, the first thing they're introduced to is your primary business. So they're encouraged to have a look at what you're doing. They're encouraged to connect with you. It gives them a way to reach out again. And remember, if your new member in CLB upgrades to a lifetime member, you earn a commission. Who thinks that's pretty cool? When they upgrade to an upgraded member, remember they get all kinds of benefits, and they upgrade under you, and you're going to earn a commission. Yeah, those commissions can be pretty handsome. So here's what the back office looks like right now. I'm still working on it, slowly but surely, but it's really coming together. I really like how it's working, how it's moving. When you come into the back office, we greet them, so it'll have their name. Here it says, welcome Janet. It would say, welcome Carola, welcome Darla, welcome Gail, welcome Kevin, welcome Michael, welcome Lisa, welcome Wayne, welcome Elizabetta, welcome James. So it's all going to be branded to you. And then down there is the link to join our Telegram group and introduce yourself. Now remember, our Telegram group is for members only. And so if you're connected with someone and they say, well, how do I join your Telegram group? You tell them to log into CLB Learning and click the link. If they are not a member of Telegram, they'll be encouraged to sign up for a free account, and then they can click that link to join the group. It'll bring them right into the group. We take them down and we get them to join our Facebook group, and we do these strategies because it's all part of the Click Track Profit CLB Mastery Program, and so I have it laid out in order of how people would be coming through that system. So Join our Facebook group. We encourage them to like our Facebook page. We really want our new members to get connected with us, to follow CLB Learning and learn everything we're doing and connect with other members. That's really the big part of it. We ask them to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then we have them download the Quick Start Guide. Now, the Quick Start Guide has everything they need in it, and I mean everything. All the instructions are there, all the videos are there, they have access to everything. But if we go back up here where our menu is, on the left here, do you see where it says CLB Funnel Setup? If you click on that, the basic instructions are all there as well. And so there'll be instructions with the, not instructions, but the share codes for the Conversion Pros, and the video on the training is there. The written instructions are in the guide. Okay, so I haven't put the written instructions in the back office. I still want them to download the guide if they need the written instructions. They want to, you know, work it out that way. This way it keeps the back office a little clean, a little simple. What do you guys think? Do you like that flow? So they can get written instructions with graphical pictures that show them exactly what to do, and the video is all in the guide. In the back office, they have access to the codes they need, as well as the video training and the links to sign up. So the cool thing is, when your member clicks on the CLB Funnel Setup, and we encourage them to sign up with the Conversion Pros, and the link is right there, join the Conversion Pros, guess what? They're joining under you. They don't even have to go to the downline builder. It's all connected. So I just love that. Alrighty, why upgrade? At CLB, everything we do, you get for free. You get access to all of our training. You can come to our webinars. You get access to our Telegram group. Why would you need to upgrade? Well, you don't. But there are some bonuses and benefits of upgrading. The number one reason you want to upgrade is to have access to our CLB blogging platform. And we have a few active bloggers here at CLB, and it really encourages me and it gets me excited because I see the potential with a blogging platform on CLB. And if you get a chance, you have a look at Michael Lipsy's blogging blog that he's doing. He's really starting to brand it to himself, and Elisabetta too, she's been branding her blog to herself, and that's really what it's all about. There's, you know, it's a one-stop shop. You post it there and it gets posted to all the other networks. You can share it on Facebook, and it's connected to CLB Learning. I love it. I think it's brilliant, and I think it's worth the price of the upgrade alone as CLB. But that's not all you get. When you're an upgraded member, the links in the Quick Start Guide are branded to you. And we have a special funnel that we have you set up where you can give away your branded copy of the Quick Start Guide, meaning you have a capture page that encourages them to give you their information so they can get the Quick Start Guide, and on the next page there's a link for them to download that Quick Start Guide. How cool is that? Do you see the benefit there? I do. As an upgraded member, you also have the ability to email your downline. We'll set up your system for you, so if you're new or just too busy, as an upgraded member, I'd be happy to set everything up for you. You have special downloads to some pretty incredible books in the back office. Think and Grow Rich, The Science of Getting Rich. Anybody here downloaded those books? Or have you read those books? Think and Grow Rich is definitely a must-read. If you have never read Think and Grow Rich, and some people have not read Think and Grow Rich, it's the one you need to download and make sure that you put it on the top of your list to read. You get top upgrades and bonus credits in all of our viral mailers. As well, you get a one-on-one coaching session. We have 3 affordable options to be an upgraded member at CLB. $24.97 monthly fee, $297 as an annual fee. You save $100 on the monthly fee. We have a lifetime of $497. That's a one-time fee. We also have an offer that's going to be coming off the table at the end of the summer here, so take advantage of it while you can. For $247, you'll get a lifetime upgrade at CLB and get access to everything that we showed you here. So I think that's an incredible price. You pay it once and you have lifetime access. Just think to that blog, your own blog that you can have out there that gets connected to everything. It's just incredible. 3 steps. Step 1, Get your funnel set up. And remember, step one, I mean, there's 3 steps, but step one is done. Once you do it, it's done. Then you need to be consistent at advertising your capture page. You need to be working every day to get traffic to that capture page, because that's what continues the activities. That's what gets your funnel going. We want to get people through that funnel consistently. All right. You need more people, and people are saying, well, people aren't answering my emails. They're not opening my emails. They're not responding to me. And you know my answer to that? You need more people. James said, you should be up to 60% retention, as folks normally retain 20%. Oh, that's funny, James, because Michael said he's read the books 3 times, and James said then he must have 60% retention. And actually, the more you read something, the more you do retain. It's actually quite incredible. So good point, James. Read, read, read. Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. I got to tell you guys, it's the one area that most people fall short. And I know you all agree with me. Some of you are incredible at follow-up. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And you're right. It is key, and it's not hard per se. It can be challenging, and it's something that I love the challenge, because it changes all the time. What people respond to today, they may not respond to tomorrow. And what they respond to tomorrow, they may not respond to the next day. And next week is going to be totally different. They're going to be off the board again. So it's just, for me, I like it because I love the challenges. I love the changes. I love when things are always changing, because I get bored. So this way, I'm never bored, because I'm always having to come up with new ways to reach out to people. If you get an email in your inbox that causes you to open it, what caused you to open it? Was it because who it was from, or was it the subject? Start looking at your emails that come in, and grab that information. Guys, there is information everywhere that's going to help you learn and grow and make this work. Lather, rinse, repeat, steps 2 and 3. Advertise every single day. Make sure that you are getting traffic every day to your page. You should be getting subscribers every day, so that you can follow up, because the more people that you have come into your system, the more people you have to follow up with. And somehow the contact list builder from Canada just signed in. This is my favorite time of our webinar, except for when we get into the training, and it's recognition time. So I want a big shout out to Blaine Jones from ClickTrack Profit with 15 new members, Wayne Randall with 8 new members, Motas Luca with 2, and then we have Michael Lipsy, Michael Green, and Michael Kamari each with 1, Kamal Selman, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, with 1, Will Buckley with 1, Kevin Misha with 1, and Joe Macon with 1. So good job, guys. Really appreciate each and every one of you, and we keep these going each week. So they're a monthly recognition. So at the beginning of August, we will start a new one. So we have 1 more week to this month. Hard to believe, isn't it, that July is almost over? Does it just kind of make your mind go, whoa? Alrighty. Let's talk TCP. I gotta tell you guys, okay? I've been with the Conversion Pros since they came out. I have people ask me interesting questions. Is that the best funnel system out there? Is it, better than this or better than that, or hear that? Like, I got to tell you guys, the Conversion Pros is a pretty phenomenal system. It has been very consistent since it came out. The support is very incredible. It's a very simple system. It's a very powerful system. They keep adding features to the program, and they've never raised the price. If you sponsor 2 people into the Conversion Pros, your monthly fee is free. It's that simple. All right, and they don't deduct fees off your commissions and pay you less than what you earn. What you earn is what you get. $25 for everybody that you sponsor. Some people think that $50 a month is a lot of money for an autoresponder and everything, and I just kind of shake my head, because in my mind, If you follow the steps we teach at CLB consistently, and you get people through the system, they're going to sign up in TCP. And if you can connect with them and get them duplicating, they're going to upgrade and they're going to stay there, because they're going to start building their list and they're going to see that bigger picture. And you're going to earn a commission, and before you know it, you're going to be having income coming in from the Conversion Pros. How does it compare to Aweber or GetResponse? You know, autoresponder is an autoresponder, and with GetResponse and Aweber, you know, the big thing with TCP is it is an unlimited autoresponder. Now, for most of you, that doesn't mean anything right now, because you don't have 10,000 people on your list or 2,500 people on your list even. But as you start building your list, trust me, at GetResponse and Aweber, your price goes, and you're going to be paying a lot more than $50 a month, and you don't have the features that we have here at TCP. Now, I know that the app doesn't work in all places, but if you're in North America, they have the TCP app on your phone. And for me, this is worth the price of admission alone, because wherever I go, I'm getting notification that there's a new person in my system. I get a notification when there's a new lead, and I get a notification when there's a new member. So you'll see there's my notifications. And what I really like about it, I want you to see that one right at the top. Can you see that? Let's see if we can get it to clear up a little. So it's got my contact. I know it's hard to see, right? It shows their email address just listed there. But you see that it says CLB 500 Co-op. This is why it's important, because if I go down the list here, you know, here's one that just says CLB, you know, MS 500, which is Rob's thing. It lists the capture page that lead came from, so I know exactly where they came from. I can click on that. Now, this guy is not from North America. That's okay. Okay, so there's his name. There's his phone number that is more than 10 digits. There's his email address. And so you can see I can call that person, I can send an SMS, and I can email right from my phone. So if I click email, because he's not in North America, I can bring that up, and I can say I want to send with Gmail. And look at that. And there's my email. I could even have an email already saved in my memory and just pop it in there and send an email. And so wherever I am, I've got access to this. Now, if you're not in North America and you don't have the app, you get email on your phone, you're going to get an email notification with all of your person's information. Let me see if I can get one here, just to show you. But you're going to get, all right, so you'll get an email. You'll see, right? There's my email. And it's got the same information. So there's a name, tells me what capture page, and it gives me their phone number. So why is the phone number important? Well, with the phone number, if they're not in North America, or you're not in North America, there's a program out there called WhatsApp. Okay? See? WhatsApp. So it's a wireless, it works on your wireless, and you can call anywhere in the world for free. So it's kind of like a Skype thing. You can chat, you can call, I can send videos. It works really, really well. I really like it, and you can add anyone there. They have to have an account, but, you know, we work through that. It's another way to connect. I love the TCP app. The autoresponder is unlimited campaigns, unlimited subscribers, unlimited capture pages, meaning that, you know, because trust me, all right, guys, come on, be honest with me. How many of you have actually gone into TCP and started playing around with it and creating your own capture pages? Anyone? Anyone gone in and created their own capture pages? Isn't it incredibly fun? And then you start getting, for me, I'll see somebody has a page out there and I think, oh, I like that. And I'll go in and grab one of their templates, and, you know, you just move boxes in. And once you play with it, and this is the beauty about our training at CLB, Because when you go through our training and you set up your funnel the way we show you how, what that's doing is it's getting you to learn how to use those modules, how to manipulate a page, how to make changes. So then that opens doors of possibility for you. Okay, Lisa, we'll catch you later. Have a great one. Now, one of the things that, other than that, the being able to get people on the app, something you may not know is that you can send an SMS text message. So how is that different? So with an SMS text message, all right, so here's one that I got. You'll see there's a whole bunch here, right? So here's a message from Rob. Come to our Team Massive Success chat to learn how to earn $500 commissions, and then he's got a link there. Here's one that I just sent out for GoPro Mailer with the link, right? I say it's that I can put their name. This is the beauty of it. So it comes from the TCP system. You don't need, it's not from your phone. You're doing it from inside TCP. We're going to go into desktop sharing, and I'm going to show you that. And you can send a text message to anyone with a phone number in North America. Okay, there's a cost to that. Very affordable, very powerful. And the biggest part about the Conversion Pros is the 50% commissions that are paid every Friday. Got to tell you guys, those add up. All right, you know, you get, as long as you get, your goal is to get 2 people in, so your monthly fee is covered. And I got to tell you guys, okay, when it comes to online marketing, affiliate marketing, network marketing, that's your goal from the get-go. When you join a new traffic program or a new affiliate program, and anything that you might, maybe you paid for an upgrade, the first thing you want to do is get word out there that you joined, get other people to come in and join it too. Make sure you're using it, that it's a valuable resource, so that they'll come in, they'll upgrade, you'll earn a commission, and your fees are covered. That's really what needs to be happening in all of your businesses. It shouldn't be costing you any money. Not once you get that ball rolling. Once you get that ball rolling, you start joining new programs, other people come in and they're going to join with you. So let's go into desktop sharing here. Now, I'm assuming y'all see me. We're going to go into, this is the back office of the Conversion Pros. So, you know, I just got to say, there's a lot here. There's a lot in any program. Inside, you get in the back office of any program and you can really get lost, okay? So I'm going to show you some of the areas that you're going to use with the CLB system, and then we're going to talk about some of the things that you may want to delve into. So the first thing is, you know, if you're just starting out with TCP, you don't know what it is, it's not going to hurt for you to watch this video that talks about the back office, just so that you get a good feel for it. It's only 5 minutes long. They have written tutorials on how to do things. They have live tours. They show you how to read the back office, basically. But I don't want you to get overwhelmed with the Conversion Pros. What I really want you to do is follow our training, come in here and get the job done. All right, so when you're following our training, the first thing we have you do is log in and click on the autoresponder. See all these links down here? Now, if I click on this, it's going to shorten those up, you see, so that you're not going to see everything that's under there. See, there, now look at that's the only menu. There's nothing there. Where do I start? Well, the TCP Marketing Suite is where your page builder is, your autoresponder. Those are the 2 things that you're going to pay attention to on the autoresponder. This is where you're going to come in to create a new one, and you're going to call it your CLB leads, right? And you're going to use your share code, give it a description, save it, import the letters with the share code. That's all in our training. This is how you set up your autoresponder. Page builder, when we click here, same thing. Now here's what's really cool about the page builder. As I said, once you get playing with it, here are their templates. And trust me, guys, you can take any of these templates and manipulate them and move things around. They give you a basic outline and something to go on. So you can pick one of those, or if you're building our CLB funnel, you're just going to click here to use the share code. You're going to enter your share code and save. It's going to ask you if you want to edit it or not. And if you say no, then it'll allow you to create another page. You create all the pages you need for CLB, and then you can go in and edit them. We go to our pages here. Here's our CLB co-op. I'm just going to click edit so I can show you. Here's a page. So, you know, if you're brand new to this, you're going to look at this and go, oh my, like, what? So watch the video, right? I have a training video that shows you exactly what you need to do. On this page, there's really not much you need to change other than, you know, the opt-in box. So you're going to come here, you're going to edit your content, make sure your redirect link is correct, make sure you're selecting the form with a phone number. There was a time when asking for a phone number meant you got way less leads. That's not the case anymore. Save that once you've done it. You need to make sure, this is important because sometimes people forget this step. And what happens is you get leads come in, but they don't go into your autoresponder, right? They fill out the form, they go to the next page, but they don't show up in your autoresponder because you don't select a mail campaign right here. Right, so this would be your CLB campaign, or if you've set something up for something else, you need to make sure that you choose the campaign. And then you need to make sure that you save your lander, and then you're done. All right, so that's the editing part. Now I want you to go over here to your contacts. So these are where all your contacts are. So they're all listed here, right? And it'll tell you what landing page they came in on, or what capture page. You see how that's all listed down here? All right, so what I want to talk to you guys about is in the autoresponder. Once you've got your funnel set up and you're advertising, you're not going to be using all those other bits and pieces, but you are going to be using this autoresponder quite a bit. So I'm going to come down here to my CLB leads. So here's my CLB leads campaign. I'm going to click on view. All right, so this is how I access the leads and my autoresponder messages for a campaign. I click on view. When I click on view, it brings up the email series. And so this is the default. There's 13 emails that are in your campaign with CLB. And you can add to those anytime you want. It tells you how many people open the email, how many click the links, etc., etc. And that's all well and good. The only thing you're going to do here, you're going to edit these when you set up, and you're going to add to these messages. So as you get new programs, or you want to talk about your primary business, or got a new blog post, you're going to come in here and you can create another email in this series. The other thing you're going to do, and this is important, email broadcasts. So email series and email broadcast are different. Email series, if we look at these, there's a whole series of emails, and you'll see they go out 24 hours after each other. All right, so that's going to go out for 2 weeks. Email broadcast, you'll see completed, completed. I come in here. I can use an old message, or I can just click create a new message, and I'm going to, put my reply to email. Make sure you have not a Gmail email, or leave it open. Put your subject, type in your email, and it's going to go to your leads. All right, and it'll go out when you tell it to. So up here, right here, you can choose when to send it and what time. So if I wanted to set up an email today and I want it to go out tomorrow, I would just choose the 24th, and then I would come here and I could change the time. I want it to go out at noon. Alrighty. Get that down to 0. Event, there we go. Right, 11 seconds is fine. It's going to go out at noon, and there we go. All right, so there. So it's going to go out on the 24th at noon. I could write my email, set that up, and I know it's going to go out. So that's how you send a broadcast. I don't know if you guys are doing that. You can send 2 broadcasts a day in the Conversion Pros. So that means you can email your TCP leads, or your CLB leads twice a day. I do recommend you do it at least once a day. Now, what I really wanted to talk to you guys about is right here. Okay, see this one? SMS broadcast. I don't know if you guys even know this exists. All right, if you've ever seen it or ever used it. But what this does, so when I click on this, you'll notice, all right, so it comes up here, SMS stats and credit info. I have 327 of my leads that have a phone number, that are active. That's what active is considered. All right. I have 4,000 credits. I'll show you where to get your credits. And so for me to send a text to my 327 CLB leads, it would cost me 2,600 credits. And we'll talk about those in a moment, but you'll see here's, I sent an email, or I sent the link out to GoPro yesterday, and 163 people received it, 159 failed. So when that happens, this is what's so awesome. You only get charged for the ones that went through. You don't get charged for the failed ones. So they credit your account back for any credits you didn't use. All right, so I'm just going to come down here, show you where to get credits, and then I'm going to come back into the room. So we click down here under leads. I think, no. I'll find it. There we go. It's under financial. Order TCP credit. So if I click on that, you select your package. So you can get 4,000 credits for $28, which is pretty reasonable. Choose your payment method. If you have commissions in your credit wallet, you can pay with your credit wallet, pay with a credit card, or with Bitcoin. So once you pay for your credits, they're automatically added to your account, and you can go and send your message. Now, one thing I do recommend when you're doing that, because you only have so many characters in your message, it can only be so long, use the tiny URL. So if you click here, you'll see that I created a tiny URL for my GoPro mailer, for stay-at-home mailer when I sent it out. For any pages that I was sending out as a text message, I created a tiny URL. And I'll show that to you in a moment. So let's go back. This is one other thing I want to show you once we're done this. I want to go back to my... All right. So I want you to see here, right here, there's the tiny URL. So what that does is it tracks your hits and your clicks and what have you. So if we went back to the tiny URLs, I'll know how many people actually clicked my link. But it also, see how short it is, right? So if we come back to our tiny URLs, 47 people clicked my link. So I sent that out to 2 of my lists. I think it would probably be about 300 people, and 47 people clicked that link. So isn't that cool? All right, so let's come back. There's one more thing I want to show you, but let me come back into the room. James, I don't believe there are commissions on the credits or the leads. So I'm going to show you the leads in a minute. There's only commissions on the membership. So that because the prices for their credits and their leads are really, really reasonable, and they couldn't be that reasonable if they paid commissions on it. Does that make sense? Any more questions about the SMS text message? And this is why we ask for phone numbers, okay? Because, I mean, really, guys, everybody at least looks at, I can tell you, when that message came in, I got a notification that there was a text message, right? And I go and look at it. All right, so now I want to show you one more thing this is incredible too, okay? So if you're looking for leads, okay, I don't know if you know, TCP offers leads. So down here, see leads, order leads. And people ask, are the leads good? And yes, the leads are good, okay? The leads are good if you follow up with them. So here's something you need to know about the leads. There's 2 ways to do it. So here, lead type. TCP prospect means they just go into the Conversion Pros, and the Conversion Pros follows up with them about Conversion Pros. They're not on your list. You'll get the leads, you'll see them manually, but they're not in an autoresponder. You can't send a broadcast email. So it's important you know that. Personal campaign lead, this is what you want. What this is going to do is put it into your autoresponder. All right, lead category. You can choose generic, female only, live interviewed. They're different prices, so I'm going to choose generic. And here are the prices. You can get 50 leads for $44, which I think is an incredible price. But look down here, when you go, I agree to receive 10% extra leads. And so you'll actually get 55 leads for your $44. So you would click whichever package you want to purchase, and you'll see that the more leads you buy, the little less they cost. Here you go. This is important. TCP mail campaign. You're going to go here, whatever you want to do. I could put them into CLB, or I have a business list, whatever, but I can put them into here. They're going to go on my list. They'll start receiving my autoresponder messages. That's why sometimes, like, there's actually a TCP list that I have set up here, business prospects, and it's more generic, so I might send them there instead. But that's up to you. You can send them to CLB as well. And then if you have get response, they're going to ignore that. CLB leads, then you choose your payment method, credit card, whichever. I agree to the terms. I agree to receive the thingies, and that says purchase leads. And let me tell you, they come in quickly. They are all North American leads, and they all come in with phone numbers. So let's talk about that for a moment. All right, so there's the leads. So if you select your campaign, if I've selected CLB leads, when I purchase those leads, they're going to be deposited to my CLB campaign right here. And I'm not sure if I could actually, I have quite a few leads in here. I'm just trying to think, because I have purchased leads, maybe not for this campaign. I wanted to show you what they look like. But they're going to come in here, just like this, okay? A regular person, you're going to get their name, their email address, and their phone number. So that means once they're in your system, there's so many things you can do, okay? So you're going to get notification. I'm going to come back in the room and stop the sharing for a moment. You're going to get notification from TCP when every one of those leads come in. You're going to get their phone number. You can send them a text message right from your phone. You can follow up personally, a one-on-one email, which I highly recommend. And you can also come into the back office of the Conversion Pros. You can send a broadcast email to the entire list once they're all in. And you can also send an SMS text message. Anybody see the value there? Pretty reasonable. I mean, think about it. If you spend $50 on a solo ad, you may or may not get 55 leads. And in this, you're guaranteed 55 leads. And call them too, absolutely. Now remember, the only thing is when you, sorry guys, talking too much. When you purchase the leads, let's go back here. When you purchase the leads, they're generic business leads. So they don't know anything about CLB. They don't know anything about TCP. They don't know anything about you. They have filled out a form somewhere saying they're interested in business. They're interested in making money from home. So that's the approach you need to have with them. Are you interested in making money from home? You know, one of the messages that I have on my phone, you know, when I send someone a message, let me bring them up here. One of the messages says, "Hi, name, it's Janet Legere here. Thank you for filling out my form about making money from home. When do you have time for caller chat?" So that I'm not talking about any business. They've really just filled out a form about making money from home. And so that's what I'm connecting them about. Does that make sense? So are you guys a little more excited about TCP? Did you pick up some tips about that today? I hope you guys will look at those two features that we talked about today, the SMS messaging and the leads. All right, so if you're going to invest your money to get leads into your business, that's one of the places that you want to do it. I need to add it to our training as well. It's an area that I've overlooked over time, but the more that I invest in solo ads and everything else, I realize that I can get the same leads or similar leads here for less. And, you know, I always say to spread things around, never put all your eggs in one basket. So you want to have a co-op share going out there, you want to have an Udemy solo ad going out there, and you want to purchase some leads and keep it rounded up. But I love the fact that when you purchase those leads, they all come with phone numbers, you know, and they come in pretty quickly. So you're going to be busy. If you buy 50 leads, they're going to come in pretty quickly. So it's going to take you a little while to follow up with all of those. And I can tell you that that's the key right there, all right, is the continued follow-up. That's what's going to make a difference. Any questions? Anything else I can cover for you guys? Because that's pretty much it for me today. Next week, I think we're going to talk about the CLB system and go through it all. And either that, unless something else comes up in the meantime, we might just have an open chat. We might talk about something specific that you guys need help with. I'm open to suggestion. You guys let me know what you need. Oh, you're welcome, Michael. I hope you guys got a lot out of today's call. I hope you see the value in the Conversion Pros. Now, moving forward, I love the Conversion Pros, and I love it because it makes it so simple for me to bring people in here, get them plugged in and going right away without a learning curve. I also see the value, or I see that people have other autoresponders, and so they're apprehensive to join another autoresponder. And as you can see, that TCP is so much more than just an autoresponder. However, until we can get people over that learning curve and they want to stick to their own autoresponder, I am thinking of having a generic system somewhere, either through Traffic Least Income Viral Mailer, because through Rob's program, you can create a capture page with your own autoresponder. And so I may do some training to show people how to do that so that they can still create a funnel for CLB. They can still bring people through the system. They're simply going to bring them through and teach them how to use Traffic Least Income rather than the Conversion Pros. You just have to remember that if you do that, okay, for all of you who want to keep the autoresponder you have, which there's no reason not to, I've got lots of autoresponders. The challenge is that when you bring someone into CLB, what are we teaching them? We're teaching them to use the Conversion Pros. And so chances are they're going to join the Conversion Pros. And if you're not a member, they're not going to join with you. So I hope that makes sense. Conversion Pros is free for 14 days. If you get in and get us set up and you use it, you get some marketing going, you get some people through the system, you follow up with them, you'll see some magic happen. I know you will. And remember, Don and I are here to help you make that magic happen. You can get a hold of us. You find us at CLB Learning is where our membership site is. Our blog is at contactlistbuilder.com. Make sure you log into the members area and join our Telegram group. Follow us on Twitter, and you can get me personally on Telegram as well. We are accessible. We are here to, pardon me, we're here to help you guys in any way you need. So make sure you reach out to us. Don't stay lost. Don't stay confused. Let's get those results happening. The results do happen when you stay consistent. You guys have an amazing day. We'll see you back here next week, and we'll see you in the Telegram group right after the call. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for being here.